Hi, everybody.
Welcome to VCR Party.
VCR Party.
Episode 13. This is an exciting one.
This is a good one, yeah.
This is the series where we watch every VHS tape
We're
that we
trying
have
to get
in our
through
collection.
all 7,000 of them. We have I think we should really count
7 to
them.
10,000
Yeah,
tapes.
it's somewhere in there. And we think that we're about 36% of the way through, and we got a lot to go. So,
yeah, and we're gaining new tapes. People send us new tapes every week.
Yeah.
And and normally I know people tune in to just see what's on the bunion surgery tape that we show
and then
every
they
week.
turn it off after bunion surgery.
Yeah, and then a lot of people
Yeah.
we follow the Nielsen ratings, and there's a big dip after the bunion
And I
surgery.
feel like Joe's Tedium Corner is starting to take off a little bit. It's starting to on the upswing a little bit. It's not there.
You got to give it time. You got to let that audience build.
Yeah, we've only had one, but
right.
Yeah.
But I think we're going to kind of like switch up the format this time and devote the entire episode to our special guest who's here from Wisconsin. His name's Gabe Gronli.
Yeah.
And
he actually lives 4 blocks away.
Well,
but
right. He's originally from Wisconsin and is a writer for The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. And first, before we get to Gabe, though, we want to mention our sweepstakes.
Okay, yeah. So we started up this sweepstakes. We're calling it VCR Party's Bullshit Sweepstakes. And it's based on this video that I watched a couple weeks ago called The Secrets of Winning Sweepstakes.
Well,
and it gives you all the tips and the tricks of how to win sweepstakes. And so we were inspired. We're like, let's, it's like a marketing tool.
Right.
It's like, let's have our own sweepstakes. So we're doing that.
That's all there is to it. You can just say you're having a sweepstakes. There's no legal, as far as we know, there's no legal
There
things
might
you have
be.
to do.
Who knows?
You just say you're having a sweepstakes.
But can you bring up the address for where people should send it? So send your name and address in an envelope to this here. Okay, there it's up.
And the deadline is July 31st before the end of the day.
Yep, July 31st. And don't be afraid of using a swear word in the address. It's VCR Party's Bullshit Sweepstakes. The U.S. Postal Service will still deliver
We
it, even
found
if
that
there's swear
out
words.
from our first entries.
I had no idea.
I didn't either. And that's part of the experiment. The other part is that we're giving away stuff. So the first prize is...
First prize is going to be a copy of Computer Beach Party.
Yep.
One of the greatest movies of all time. It's going for sale on eBay for $110. Seriously, it is. You can win this.
Yep, one of the greatest movies of all time.
You can also win the complete set of Found Footage Festival DVDs.
Yep, those are also on our website.
Yep.
And
I think this one's the best one. I think this is the grand prize, isn't it?
Okay, let's say this is the first prize.
Okay, a Rejuvenique face mask.
Complete with gel and the VHS tape on how to use it.
Yep, and I don't know if it comes with a battery or not, but maybe we could throw that in for
I
him.
will say I tried one of these and then later found out that this company was sued because it was scarring people's faces.
Yes.
And I found that out after I tried it and gave you the control knob for the intensity.
Yeah. This is a collector's item.
And we also, last week, decided we were having to buy on Amazon one of those drums that you shake up all the envelopes.
Yeah.
Well, we're having to. We decided to.
No, we have to. Our boss told us to.
And we're like, what are we going to do with it? And we debated just sending it back. And then we're like, no, let's have that be the 4th prize.
Mm-hmm.
So once we're done giving out the envelopes, the 4th prize winner will get the actual drum.
What is it called?
A raffle drum.
A
is
raffle
what I
drum?
found out. We were calling it a hopper. I don't know. But it's a drum, apparently. So you could receive that and hold your own sweepstakes. So,
yeah, it's exciting for people. All right, should we bring in our guest?
Yeah, let's bring in Gabe.
All right.
Here's Gabe.
Okay.
You guys,
Wait. Hold it. We're on now?
Okay,
all right. 'Cause
here's
we
Gabe.
had a little video thing that came. I should have told you that. Shoot.
you did.
Yeah.
I
That's
ignored
all right.
All your warnings.
Welcome. Thanks for coming, Gabe.
Hey,
Thank
it's
you
Gabe.
for having
Gabe's
me.
here. Yeah.
This is, I'm so excited to be in the library, in the vault.
Yeah, here it is.
This is where the magic happens right here.
Can I ask, is Computer Beach Party, do you think it is the most valuable tape you have here?
I would say Corey Haim's Me, Myself, and I is pretty valuable.
Oh.
I think that goes for a lot of money.
We have another one called the Grabowski Shuffle. By,
I know the Grabowski Shuffle.
The
sure.
Mike Ditka.
Yeah.
He was trying to cash in on the Super Bowl Shuffle.
Yeah.
And he did we should have played that one today.
It is a beautiful...
But we needed to use it. We had the video, and we were going to use it for something, and then we lost it, and then we went onto Amazon to buy it, and some asshole was selling it for $110. Also $110.
Yeah.
So I think it's a tie.
That's
Grabowski Shuffle and Computer Beach Party. It's a tie for most expensive.
But boy, do you get your money's worth.
Oh,
I
worth
think
it.
it's
It
the
really
gift
does.
that
I
keeps
would
on
buy,
giving.
I would spend $110 just for there's a line in the Grabowski Shuffle where the guy goes, "I want to be the monster of rock and roll."
Wow, you know it, huh?
I think that's worth it.
Wow.
I may sneak off and go cue that up at some point during the episode, if you don't mind.
Okay.
Because then we
All
could
right.
actually show it.
It's
Yeah.
beautiful.
It's a good thing that video exists because otherwise, how would we learn how to do the Grabowski Shuffle?
Oh, I know.
There's no other way that we would learn how to do it.
It comes in so handy.
Yeah.
So, Gabe, you grew up in Madison, right?
I did. Yes, I grew up in Madison, Wisconsin. Yeah, I was lucky enough to be born there.
Right. Okay. And we grew up in Stoughton, at least for a lot of it, which is about 15 minutes south of
Very
Madison.
nearby. Yeah.
Never crossed paths, I don't think, in Wisconsin, but out
No.
here we reconnected.
Well, but here's how we knew about you before we even met you because we found this video here. Look at this. Does this
Oh.
look familiar? Let me just show the audience here. This is the video we found in a thrift store called Art Paul. It was a documentary about Art Paul Schlosser, and it had this taped on the top. Is this your actual copy, or is this somebody
let me see
else's
this.
copy?
Because it has the description on it, and
Yeah, this is my handwriting.
Oh,
is
is
it
it?
really?
That's my
Yeah.
handwriting.
We found this
Yeah.
at a thrift store. We bought it, and then I met you, and then I was looking through videos, and I was like, Gabe, I know that dude.
That is
Yeah.
insane.
isn't that
It's
weird?
crazy.
It was
Yeah.
in Wisconsin, right? The thrift store?
I don't remember where
Yeah,
it was.
I'm
Probably,
guessing
I would
it
assume
was.
so, right?
Yeah. I did this as like a school project. I bet they like liquidate all the tapes at some point, or this was like an
Oh.
offhand tape or something. I don't.
Was it
I
in the
just
Wisconsin
wonder.
Film Festival? Because I was wondering, like, if that's
World premiere.
that's student
Yeah, that's
experimental.
the student-
Yeah,
Oh, but that
I
could
think
be
it might have
Wisconsin.
been.
No, Wisconsin's own. That's
So,
the film
yeah.
festival.
For people who aren't from Madison, tell us some context of who Art Paul Schlosser is.
I'd be astounded if there are people who are watching who are not from
Me
Madison,
too.
Wisconsin.
Yeah.
That's very weird to me. But Art Paul Schlosser is he's a musician who plays all over Madison, a lot of the times on State Street, kind of like the main, like, downtown street.
University area,
Yeah, and he plays he plays an acoustic guitar. He plays some silly songs, some thoughtful songs, and he's just like all over the place. And he's just been doing it forever.
He's one of those like local eccentrics, like
Oh, yeah.
quantity over quality. He just has
Yeah.
so many albums.
Every
so
town
many
has
songs.
one.
That's very
somebody
true.
like this, I think, right?
That's very true.
Yeah.
He plays kazoo and acoustic guitar. Those are like his two main mediums.
Yep.
And yeah, he's great. He's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
I made a documentary about him. Yeah, when I was a student.
And Nick, you had a run-in with.
I
Art
did.
Paul.
So we did a cable access show in high school, and I.
As did I.
Yeah. Okay. So
Who didn't?
We're the same people. I
Yeah.
understand. Yeah.
So I went and interviewed him just briefly on State Street because I loved Art Paul Schlosser too, and so I interviewed him and gave him my contact information, and then I was in high school and asleep at like probably around midnight on a Tuesday, and I got a call, and my parents answered it in the middle of the night, and they're like,
That's so weird.
Nick, it's Art Paul Schlosser on the phone for you. And I was like, how do I divorce myself from this? I got too close. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Did
yeah.
that happen to you?
It'll happen.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a right amount of close to be, and
Okay.
like he's a wonderful guy. He's incredibly nice. But yeah, I think you don't want him calling your house at midnight.
Did you take the call then? Did you?
I did. And he's like, so is the piece going to come out soon? And I was like, yeah, I'm working on it. Or,
Okay. He just didn't check a clock, and he was just like,
No,
"Oh, now
yeah.
I'm gonna call Nick.
Yeah,
right now.
yeah.
I'm gonna call that 16-year-old kid."
So we
That
were
16-year-old kid isn't keeping to the deadline I
weird.
expected.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
It's weird. So I was looking through our office today, and I saw in our public access section that I had a tape that I taped on SVHS, which is the better
Oh,
VHS,
yeah.
of Art Paul Schlosser. It was one of his cable access shows called, what's it called?
What's Up?
What's Up,
What's Art
What's
Paul?
Up, Art Paul?
Yeah.
I think he was recording this at WYOU in Madison.
It was on WYOU.
Which is where my friends and I did a cable access show in high
Oh,
school.
okay.
Whoa.
That's where you met him, probably,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. So I watched the entire thing today.
Oh, good for
And
you.
that was full hour.
It's a good
It was,
day. It's a nice
it was a little
day.
challenging. I'm a little shell shocked.
It was hot out, so sure.
Yeah. So I put together maybe 5 minutes worth of Art Paul. I tried to keep the essence there. I didn't want to edit too much. I wanted you to hear the empty.
And for the
silences.
uninitiated, this is a pretty good, I think, crash course in Art Paul.
I think it is. Yeah, I think that today will be. You're going to see his music, you're going to see his art, and you're going to hear his kazoo. So I think that those are
That's
the big,
important.
Those are the big three, right?
Yeah.
And
Okay.
feel free to comment on this.
Yep.
if you have anything to offer.
Okay.
Here's Art Paul. What's up, Art Paul? From what, the early 2000s?
Who knows? I have no idea. His kid was 4 months old at the time.
He has a kid.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Oh yeah, I know this studio.
Flying. I'm flying.
Great start.
This is a fun
Hey,
fact. He was
everybody
not actually
join me.
flying when they
Let's-
shot
Oh, really?
this.
It's
Yeah.
so fun to have the commentary.
Yeah, I was
Are you
near there. I
flying?
remember.
Do you know where the airport is?
But how does he do that? Like, how does he?
It's clearly the
Is that
sky in the
It's time to
background.
fly.
ILM? Is that?
This is ILM. Yeah, they met with
Okay,
the
here's my.
with
one of my
Peter
new
Jackson's
songs.
people.
It's
They
an
kind of
instrumental.
worked on it together.
Oh, we had a workshop.
Yeah.
Okay, so I edited through this song so that you can hear. I think I did. So
Okay, you can email me sometime if you want to know more about that song. I just made it up one day. It's one of my new jazz instrumentals. Yeah, that's my email right there. You can email me.
I love a mailcity.com
Mailcity.com.
address.
Last week I told him to come, but I.
wait,
don't
can
know
I
if
just
he'll
want to
be here.
rewind, just so you
Okay.
can hear. He's talking about how he had a guest that he thought was going to come but didn't come.
Email.
So-
I had a guest earlier last week. I told him to come, but I don't know if he'll be here. So instead, it's me.
So stay tuned.
It's the me show. No, what's up with Art Paul? It's a great show.
It's like, why bring it up?
Hey, how you doing?
I mean,
would
there
say.
are times where I feel like our show isn't any different.
I know.
It's really
Honestly, I was
Yeah.
watching today. I was like, it is
So
kind of like that.
Yeah.
I got this weird hat, so I thought I'd do this song. I want to date with the Menards lady.
What's to eat with the Menards?
I
lady?
want someone that can fix things to be my baby. Someone that's good with the
I want to
tools.
date.
Someone that can show me how
I
to
thought you
do
said
a
one of
thing or
these
two. I want to date with the Menards
Want a
lady.
date?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, all right.
were
Hey, the way
imagining it
she
was a
wears
lunch date.
those over how she really looks sexy.
Oh.
And the way
So
she
Menards
calls
is
out
a
those
lumber
prices.
lumber supply and hardware store.
like
Better
the
than the
Wisconsin
girls they
Home
call
Depot.
the
Yeah.
spices.
And their spokesperson was a lady.
Well, it was another.
It was a guy.
But then
Yeah.
they switched over to the lady.
And he wants to date with me.
And I know which lady he's talking about. I know which lady he's talking about too. Do you remember the lady from Menards?
I can only picture the guy.
Yeah.
Really got the stuff I
The
dig.
guy with the Menards big
I
one.
Once he got
wanna
too
date
old, they brought in this younger.
with the
that was the end of the
Menards
song.
lady. Oh, okay. Maybe since we have a lot of time, we
The end
can
of the
let
song
everyone
startled him.
request songs.
Okay, so that's that one. Now we're gonna segue
I'm-
into painting.
Oh, so good.
So
But
anyways,
did you want to stop and discuss that?
Oh
Or
no,
we wanna
I
talk
just
about
really like his songs.
Yeah,
His songs
I do
are
too.
weirdly really good.
Yeah.
They're so catchy.
They really
There's
are.
one song, "My Mother's Not There, She's Reading a Book." Have you heard that
Oh.
one before?
No, I'm thinking of "I Love My Mother," which is a good.
Oh, that's a
Art
different
Paul.
one. Okay,
Right.
yeah. Well, that I put that one on every playlist.
There's also
Yeah.
"My Cat Was Taking a Bath."
Oh, yeah,
which
yeah,
is
that's a classic.
Pink Pants is
Oh,
another
Pink
one.
Pants.
Yeah.
They started
What's
the
that?
documentary with Pink Pants.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
the
yeah.
first one
What's
I
the
remember.
milk, drink milk rap?
Drink Milk
I
Rap is
quote
another
that.
one.
I reference that constantly.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna have I'm gonna quiz you on what is a real Art Paul song and what's a fake one.
Oh,
after
I can't
we're
wait.
done with
I
it.
It's
can't
the
wait.
quiz that's only interesting for the three of us.
That's what this whole show is.
Yeah.
Okay, so now Art Paul is gonna.
He would do cartooning and art as well as singing.
He does like a Bob Ross segment here, but he has a different approach to watercolors here. So, okay, let me just rewind. I don't want to miss anything.
So, anyways, I'm painting, and people think I can't paint without water, and this is going to be a little gross, but you might get desperate sometime, and you might want to know what to do if you get really desperate.
Oh, it's not a clean
You
spit.
can
either.
take some of your spit there, and then you can paint.
I don't remember Bob Ross doing that.
This is not always the best way to paint.
It's not always the
Some people
Not
will
always.
think this is gross.
Sometimes it is.
I can't say that on the TV, I'm sorry. My film guy just said something that I cannot say on the TV.
A little peek behind the curtain there. They're still shooting on film here, right?
So then you
That's
can
the
just
grossest
use your
one.
spit there. So anyways, that's something you could think of doing. Also, another thing you could do is if you really needed water and you were like at some place and they had water but you had nothing to contain it in, you could buy yourself a soda and then you could use the container for the soda, and you could dip in, after you drink it, of course. Although it might be interesting to have a painting with soda pop as part of the.
So
That painting is priceless because you could also use it to clone him.
That's true. It's got some DNA.
So, anyways, you got to just keep adding water and
He's not a good
Not water.
spitter.
painting gets a little warm. It works
He can
out.
sing, he can paint, he can kazoo, he can
Yeah.
spitting, not one of the
The
talents.
joy of spit painting.
I should have used part of this for the sky.
That's so
I
beautiful.
should have used part of this for the sky.
That's so
End
beautiful.
of episode?
That's the end of the episode right there. Yeah.
I remember he did on cable access a Super Bowl special where, like, during the halftime of the Super Bowl, whatever year this was, late '90s, you could tune in and watch him, like the Puppy Bowl. or
Oh,
something.
really?
yeah.
And he did one of those, and then I just remember flipping over and tuning in, and he just had a bowl on his head, and he was like, "It's the Super Bowl." That's all I was like.
Oh,
Such
wow.
an
Yeah.
Paul.
I was like,
That's so art,
what
Paul.
more do you need?
Yeah. Oh, that's
I
brilliant.
read
loved
today
it.
that he was on America's Got Talent in 2010 doing a character called Buddy Cheesehead or Buddy Holly Cheesehead or something.
Oh,
like
Buddy
that.
Holly Cheesehead. Yeah.
And
familiar.
yeah,
I've seen it, yeah.
yeah, so he would go on wearing a cheese head, and I assume the glasses, the Buddy Holly
think he does
glasses.
Buddy Holly, and
And
then-
they buzzed him off because,
Yeah.
they didn't like him.
Oh,
So,
no
yeah.
taste.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys know.
I
Yeah,
know, I
yeah.
would have voted him on.
Yeah.
So here's the game. It's called Pick the Fake Art Paul Schlosser Song. So I'm going to give you 3 titles.
God.
These are all real songs. I looked them up today. I put in some gimmies in here, so it's not going to be, but yeah, we'll see
Okay,
what you
great.
think. Okay, so I'm going to give you 3, A, B, and C. You pick the fake one. A, Purple Bananas on the Moon.
That's real.
B, Brussels Sprout Milkshake. C, I'm a Chicken.
I'm going to say Brussels sprouts milkshake is the fake. I think I'm a chicken is real.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, yes.
He did it.
Yes.
Wow. You are, wow.
I knew
you're-
purple bananas, obviously. That's a
Purple
classic.
Bananas
That's
is a classic.
That's a gimme.
Yeah.
That's a gimme.
I threw in a gibby for the
everyone
beginning.
Well,
knows
because
that.
here's the thing. In a lot of his songs, he always likes gross food. So he's like, I made you a peanut butter broccoli cake.
Yes.
You know, like, yeah.
We're trying to emulate some of his songwriting
Oh,
with
no,
these,
you
yeah.
captured his voice perfectly.
All right, well, this one is, okay, we'll just go with this one. All right. My mother's a Trekkie. That's A. B, I like my mother. C, my mother is reading a book.
Oh, you gave it away, and I
gave it
know
away.
that. I know. I like my mother. I remembered it as I love my mother. But I
Right.
think it might be some of the lyrics. I'm gonna have to say
It might be a different song.
it could be a different song. This could be the ultimate fake out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to say my mother's a Trekkie.
Yes,
Is the fake.
that
Oh,
is fake. He
yes.
does have other songs about Trekkies, but yeah.
It sounded familiar.
Yeah.
Is it I like my mother or I love my mother?
I like my mother.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not I love my mother.
No, but one doesn't exclude the other.
I think he kind of had a rocky relationship with his mother.
you can like
My
someone
mother's
and
reading a
love
book is about how his mother doesn't pay attention to him.
Oh, that's true.
yeah.
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 Yeah. She's reading a book. All right.
She doesn't want to be bothered. She ain't gonna look. Yeah. That's right.
Yep. Okay. This is the last one. All right. My cat was taking a bath.
That's real.
Rocky Rococo rap. Jesus would make a good president.
Rocky Rococo's is a local
Wow.
Madison pizza
You're
shop.
right.
The fact that one of these isn't real is really bumming me out.
I know. I
They
love them
should
for all.
I'm gonna say Jesus would make a great president is the fake.
No, Rocky Rococo rap.
Oh!
I was when Nick wrote this up and he told me that I was disappointed that Rocky Rococo rap
If it's-
does not exist.
That's
I wish it would
crazy.
exist.
It doesn't exist yet.
Yeah.
I think it one day will.
That's a
but
huge oversight.
I think so.
We should get in touch. We should mail city him, and we should ship it off to Mail
The
City.
city of mail. All right, let's move on from Art Paul.
From Art Paul. All right, we're gonna end the show with Art Paul with a kazoo
with the
solo.
song.
So don't worry, there's gonna be more. All right, what do we got? Oh, so speaking of Menards, have you ever seen the outtakes of Ray? Ray, that was the Menards guy.
I don't think I have.
Yeah. Okay. You'll appreciate.
We knew
this
somebody
then.
who worked at this Menards in the video department.
Yeah, our buddy Mark, when we were in college, interned at Menards in the video department, and he came back and he's like, "Oh, I got all the raw footage of Ray shooting a commercial," and we're like, "Holy shit!" So
They have their own video department.
Yeah.
they do.
Oh,
yeah, we have
Wow.
a couple friends who still work there.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
So he's doing a commercial about patio doors.
And he was very famous.
Yeah.
I saw him like 3-4 times a
You
week
think
on
he's
TV.
a millionaire?
Yeah.
Well, he recently passed away.
But
Yeah.
like
he,
the last
he
6
probably
months.
was.
I bet he was.
Yeah.
Menards is a pretty big
that's true.
lumber
I bet he
empire.
can get a table at any restaurant.
That's
Yeah.
so true.
yeah.
All right, so we call it Ray's Menard rap, but he's actually doing a do-si-do square dance.
Swing them good, they're all made of natural wood. Ready now, casemen, swing them good. They're all made with natural wood. Double hungs promenade from Anderson, the finest made. Awnings too now up and down with PermaShield, the best around. Patio doors that sachet right. Close them all, now that's tight. The PermaShield door is priced just right at $688.
Ran a
Lengthen the
marathon.
clothes. Natural wood,
himself
double
by not
hung.
having the price
You know
down,
that,
I think.
is that okay?
Seems like a lot of syllables at the end, too.
Yeah.
Ready now, casemen, swing them good. They're all made of natural wood. Double hungs promenade from Anderson, the finest made. Awnings too now up and down with PermaShield, the best around. Patio doors that sachet right. Close them all, now that's tight. The PermaShield door is priced just right at $688.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
There's
There
Ray.
it is.
Yeah.
So he had a couple great takes in a row.
yeah.
I mean, it's hard to choose with that. I mean,
There were 4 total.
Yeah.
Nailed it
Those are
twice.
the last 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
They had plenty of coverage there. They had plenty to choose from there.
But he was one of these
I love that.
regional celebrities, so to see sort of the behind the scenes was pretty mind-blowing.
Oh, yeah.
he's so famous. I remember my brother told me he saw a guy dressed as him for Halloween.
That's a
And he
great
was
costume.
It was such a great. He was carrying around the Menards big card, which was like their like in-store credit card.
Right.
He was like, "Go get your big card."
Wore the blue sweater, the white
Yeah.
hair, the big glasses.
Yeah.
You know, when they brought in the new woman, she wore the big glasses too, but she wore overalls too. That was
Yeah,
the
slightly
difference.
different look, yeah.
But the glasses show. That's how you know you're the head of Menards.
But
exactly.
again, there's so many local pitchmen, like just like how there's local street musician weirdos. Like there's one in Cleveland that we want to feature.
Norton Furniture.
Norton Furniture.
Yeah.
So like
we have Bargain Bernie. We have the
yeah.
outtakes of Bargain Bernie.
So like there's I want to know like for people watching who is your local pitch person.
yeah, yeah.
and
Oh,
let's
totally.
figure out who those people are. We want to gather.
Send some commercials
yeah.
to us or anything. Like, I love that. So I love it, especially when it's the guy who owns the business is like, we don't need to hire professional talent. I'll just do it myself.
Yeah.
I can do it.
Yeah, there's some
Crazy
ego
TV Lenny.
involved.
Do you remember
Oh,
Crazy
yeah,
TV Lenny?
for
Yeah.
sure.
They're always like crazy guys too. Just like, come on down and blah blah blah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
it's the best.
They're loud is the main
Oh,
thing.
look. Yeah.
All right, next up, we're going to show you. We're going to stay in Eau Claire because those were all shot in Eau Claire. This is another public access show from that.
I'm
I think
excited about this
We were
one.
just watching this one night. We were just watching public access one night, and this popped on.
Put in
It
a
was
tape
called-
immediately.
I had a tape always by the VCR for Eau Claire public access because it was so good. And it popped on. I scrambled for the tape. It's called Wisconsin Curse 9. It's hosted by this guy named Wayne Bryan Meyer, and which sounds like an assassin's name, doesn't it?
Presidential assassin. Yeah.
Or a
Definitely
serial killer.
Too many
Yeah.
names
And he looks
by
like
at
a
least
serial
one.
killer too. So here's Wayne Bryan Meyer with Wisconsin Curse 9. Queued up
I mean, the
right
title
after.
has already grabbed me. Yeah.
If you get antsy or get interested, any weapon that is formed.
Hold on. Be patient. Harold and Maude.
I don't know why that's on here.
Yeah.
No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper. You hear that? You got your ears on? And every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn. And I do sometimes, don't I, when it comes to it, when people don't have the guts to face me, but they work around behind my back. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord, and their righteousness is of me,
What's
saith the
things in his
Lord.
background?
Jobs bill.
Diaper
Did
advertising.
I read it right?
Rock Reagan administration.
Well, I claim that in the name of the blood of Jesus.
Did I read it right?
Biloxi diaper advertising.
Baby living
Queer
in a car froze to
something.
death.
Oh,
You smug
yeah, good.
Christians, in your nice warm beds, in your nice warm homes. Your fellow citizens of God's country, living in their cars and dying, your fellow human beings. Dying!
While living in their cars.
Yeah. He lost his place here.
Anyway, getting back to diaper advertising.
Where was I? Ah, yes.
Biloxi.
Does it say denim?
Yeah.
Is it supposed to say denim?
I don't know if that, it could be.
I don't know what that
Like,
means.
this is the greatest ending of any public access show of all time. Watch this.
See how the sausage is made here. He's more careful with the mic, though.
That's good.
I think the director's confused. Like,
Yeah.
still got some time left.
Tear down the easel. What do I do here?
Listen, the
So
audio's so
loud.
bad here.
What am I doing?
Look at Ombudsman of Eau Claire, self-appointed.
Self-appointed.
And I wrote him a letter too, and I asked him if he had any more footage. Told him we were big fans, and I never got a response back.
It's also you should have said that you were also the ombudsman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I also self-appointed.
There's more. If you want to see more, or do we want to move on? Here he is.
Yeah,
He's a little dressed up. You want to see a little more? Okay.
Yeah.
You asked for it.
Welcome to Wisconsin Curse 9. This is number 9 in the series of approximately
It's like the golden birthday.
with all
That's how it was on
deliberately and
TV.
willfully
Well, I mean, he
committed by
threw the
people in
mic down.
positions of power and authority. And I don't mean just in the city of
Eau Claire.
moral outrages like the sidewalk issue, or the state of Wisconsin with umpteen moral outrages like the driver's license reinstatement fee, prohibition against steel-studded snow tires, and
Is that the old Tonight, the Johnny Carson Tonight
That's
Show?
the same
So
background
weird that he bought those
as Art
curtains.
Paul.
Yeah.
What if he started off with, "I'm flying. I'm flying."
Okay.
I'll give you 3 warnings. This show contains dramatic, negative imprecations which will be terribly upsetting.
No imprecations.
Will cause
Yeah.
many people to get all riled up.
All right.
And I'm warning you 3 times that this
Many
show
people, maybe
contains
umpteen.
formal orders to various individuals and groups to drop dead in the name of Jesus Christ. So I advise you to turn off your TV set.
Individuals
Turn on
and
something
groups.
educational.
Turn on something.
Turn on a Walt Disney cartoon.
Not one of the races.
I warn you that this show contains
He's giving you
dramatic
3
negative
warnings.
implications.
Oh, this is the
It
third
will
one.
be
This is the second.
terribly upsetting to some individuals, and I warn you to turn off your TV set now.
It's another imprecation. It's not.
No.
You're not getting it wrong. It's just a new word.
This
different-
program, Wisconsin Curse 9, contains dramatic negative implications.
fourth warning.
It will be terribly
those 3.
upsetting to some people.
This one.
This
This
is
is
your
3,
third
3.
and final
Okay.
warning to turn off your
Third and
TV
final.
set
You want me to
or
rewind?
turn
I
on
can
another
rewind.
program.
Watch. It just ends very
Now,
abruptly
where is
here.
that easel?
It ends.
This is from Parade Magazine, August 23rd,
Great.
1981.
Howard Hughes seems to be getting into
Yesterday's
some trouble
newspaper.
here.
Morally, the dog's too
Dangerous
large.
groups.
What is it? I
According
don't know
to
how long.
Dean Norman K. Wessels of the
It ends
Stanford
abruptly at
University
any
School of
second now.
Humanities and Sciences,
An interview with Delta
groups
Burke on the
such
family.
as the moral majority are potentially far more dangerous than, say,
Okay, I want to
the
hit fast
US
forward just so you can
Communist
see how it
Party.
ends, but I kind of want to just let it go.
The moral people of the United States of America, who still, believe it or not, in spite of all the queers and the lying liberal libertines and everything else,
Okay.
All
right,
right,
fast
Brian
forward.
Murray. Yeah, let's
All right.
fast forward.
Yeah.
Here. Yeah.
Drop dead in the
the
name of Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah. Okay. So here's how it ends. Right here. Here's
Oh,
how it
then it
ends.
goes
All
back to the
It
scroll.
ends very abruptly. This is how they
political
did it. This was
process
an archive.
when religions turn to lobbying and political pressure.
Then it goes to the auction.
November 7th and 8th.
Auctioning off a
Toaster? And it only holds one slice, it looks like.
And I remember calling them up and asking, like, what happened to Wayne Bryan Meyer? I want more Wayne Bryan Meyer. And then they were like, oh, no, that was a mistake. We shouldn't have played that second episode.
Well,
Yeah.
sure. Well, I mean, he shouldn't have recorded it, but I mean, if they're gonna put it out there, put the whole thing out there.
Yeah.
They're like, there's just one too many imprecations in that.
We looked it up. Imprecations is an actual word. We thought he was screwing it up.
Is that a real word?
It's a real word.
Oh my God, what does it
Imprecation,
mean?
it means like a curse.
spoken curse,
A spoken
I
curse
guess.
is an imprecation.
So, yeah. That's
We thought he was screwing up the word implication
I
3
definitely
times.
expected that.
Here's
yeah.
the thing. Wayne Bryan Meyer is smarter than all 3 of us.
Wow, I
Well,
learned something.
I
think
that
he's-
was really
No.
great.
He's smarter than all 3 of us.
all right.
Combined.
He spelled lingerie wrong on the poster, but all right, whatever you say, he knows imprecation.
He thinks sidewalks are immoral, but
He's got something going on up there.
you know, the vocab's real.
Is it my turn?
It's your turn. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. You're going to show Johnny.
Oh, okay. I'll
Oh,
show,
yeah.
So these are also from Eau Claire, where we went to college. So half of our stuff's from the Madison area, half's from Eau Claire. So this is our friend who also worked at Menards, where Ray was, and he found this tape that was labeled. I shouldn't put his address here, but sells. How it was labeled. And this had been sitting in a box in this warehouse that was used by the Menards production company, I think for probably 10 years.
Yeah.
Maybe 20.
Yeah.
This
who
is from
knows?
1987.
It's so.
And it's a
great.
half hour. You've seen some of this?
I've seen some of this.
This is like right when Home Shopping came
It's
out.
such
So
a
they
beauty.
didn't know what they were doing. They're making the whole thing up as they go along.
Yeah.
And yet they get it so right.
They do. and actually John Cremens, who's one of these guys, watches this show regularly. So
Oh,
he might
He
be
might be watching
now.
this right now.
So
eh?
John,
hope
if
so.
you're watching, feel free to comment. I forgot which part I pulled here, but we'll just watch a little bit of John and Johnny, the fashion and fragrance review from 1987. Regional Home Shopping.
Oh, hello, shopper. Hello. You're talking
nice.
right here
Good-
live
good
on America's
choice.
Value
Good
Network with
choice.
Johnny Rhodes. That's me. And John Cremens. He's over there.
Well,
How are you, dear?
I'm very fine, thank you.
I've been waiting for your call.
I bet.
I like your personality already. Be careful. What's your first name?
Shirley.
Hi, Shirley.
Hey,
And where are you calling from?
Manitowoc, Wisconsin.
Oh,
You just know what she looks like, don't you?
Oh,
yeah.
Shirley from Manitowoc. Yeah.
Watch his
I've met
reaction.
A Shirley.
Watch his reaction to Manitowoc, Wisconsin.
and where are you calling from?
Manitowoc, Wisconsin.
Oh,
She must
Have
be
I
watching
talked
us
with
on
you?
Nothing
our...
it's our Green Bay affiliate?
Yes, we're
All of
about
his
45
improv
minutes
training
from there.
failed him.
Wow, that sounds like it's right there by town.
You
know what I mean?
We
don't need to scrutinize every moment
I
of
want to hear everything.
All right, we're in minute 40 now.
It's on our Green Bay affiliate.
It's our Green Bay affiliate?
Yes, we're about 45 minutes from there.
Wow, that sounds like it's right there by town. You know what I mean? 45 minutes, that's not very far away, is it?
No, it isn't.
Boy, when you live in a big area, like if you live out here where we live, by Eau Claire, 45 minutes, you go to the other state.
What the hell is he talking
So,
about?
what items did you shop with us
Minnesota.
today?
Oh,
But
yeah.
it's
I bought the sunglasses for my
the
husband.
others.
He's going to like those. How'd you like those prices?
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Great, huh? You know those are unisex glasses.
Yeah, they really look good.
Did you hear that?
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
I
the sound
did.
of
See my
value.
lips move, did you?
You knocked it
In a
over.
little window. We're in a little window
Well,
here, too.
well, do you know what that means?
No, I don't.
Well, it means that John Cremens, my partner, he's over there playing with his piano. Was that a piano or an organ?
It was a Casio keyboard.
Okay. And he says, listen, let's play the Value Bucks game. Do you know what that is?
No.
Well, it means
And I
that you-
watch you every single day. I don't know why I don't know what this is.
Well,
Shirley.
you know what? This is
Every
something new
day.
for you then. And let me
them
be the
every
first to
single
explain
day.
it to you. What it is, and I hope you're going to be real excited about
And yet
this.
still
What it
doesn't
is, when
know.
you hear that
Doesn't
sound,
know.
it means you are automatically already a winner. You have won value dollars, which means money that is to
Which
be
are,
applied
let me
to
be
your
honest,
next purchase
perfectly
right
worth
here,
it.
David.
But
Oh, great.
That sounds fantastic. You're
Yeah.
already a
Value
winner. You're already a winner.
Yeah.
And listen to this.
Value
How do you
dollars
feel about it?
before Bitcoin.
Oh,
That
that
was
makes
then
sense.
then
This
it
is their
turned
own
into Bitcoin.
cryptocurrency.
Yeah, look at this. Now, all we need to do is determine how much
This
you
is
won.
the flag.
Now, the smallest amount that you could possibly win, even if you win the smallest amount, you win a whole $5.
Really long explanation
Okay.
of value bucks.
Isn't that great?
Well,
That's
whoopee
right.
ding, she
Yeah,
says.
that's right.
Can I rewind?
And
Well, she
if
says
you're
it again.
Okay.
Now, you've already been lucky, but if you're luckier, you can win 10, 15, 20, or even 25. Now, we have the, do you see the letters on your screen right now?
Right.
Okay.
Right. He's nonplussed about all
increments
this.
from $5 to $25.
Yeah.
She's so mad it's
Now, let's
blocked.
have you go ahead and choose a letter, and it will show what the amount is that you
The
want.
game's a lot of fun.
I'll take the L.
L. Whoa, $25. Look at that. Now tell me, how do you feel?
Wonderful.
Come on now, let me hear you sound like you feel wonderful.
Whoopie-ding.
Something she
I
says.
really enjoyed talking to you. Thank you very much. $25 towards your next purchase, all right?
Thank you very much.
Of that.
So if you want some aftershave, you know,
And a comb.
and a comb, yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Well, whoopie ding.
We've always talked about making a Value Bucks at-home game. You know that we could
Get a
sell
board
at
game
shows.
publisher.
We could sell it at the merch table after
Yeah.
shows or something.
You just pick a letter and then
That's it. That's
Yeah,
when it
yeah.
reveals the amount of value bucks you've won.
Yeah.
Like at least 7/8 of value bucks is explaining how the game works.
Yeah, right.
And then the
it
rest
was
of
the
it is
longer
just
game
pointing
short.
at it.
It was the longest explanation for the easiest game in the world.
Yeah, we get it. Pick a letter. Just all you had to say was pick a letter. But Shirley was such a fun, dynamic personality, so you want to keep on the phone. Yeah.
It's amazing to think that her. Well, I guess it's not her ombudsman, but I guess
yeah.
John and Johnny's ombudsman.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Was Wayne Bryant.
It's
Self-appointed.
incredible.
Yeah.
Wow. It's
Yeah,
amazing.
she had some serious implications on that. She really did. How are we doing on time, Steve? 36. 36? All right. Yeah, let's
I
keep
play
going.
some
Let's keep
McPhee?
going. Yeah.
All right, so this one I found in Stoughton when I was working at the break room of the McDonald's, and you may have seen some of this before. This is inside and outside custodial duties, and this is a training video for McDonald's janitors.
This is legendary. Now, and
is a
you
beauty.
can see back here, too, we made a blow-up of the, can you see that back there?
Yeah,
right behind
Susan
Gabe?
Voorhees, the artist, made these for us.
Yeah, we got it. Yeah, because this is what started it all. This is what started Found Footage Festival right
That's
there.
beautiful.
So yeah, and here's the actual tape. And this was for McDonald's janitors. There's sexual tension between the crew trainer and the trainee, and it's his first day on the job. And I went through and watched this whole 40-minute video today to try to pick out a clip, and it was too tough.
It's impossible.
So what I wanted to show you is the beginning of this, and imagine me in a break room with a huge overflowing ashtray, because you could still smoke in the break room, off Highway 51 in Stoughton, Wisconsin, watching this
Have you ever
video.
been to the Stoughton McDonald's before?
I probably have.
Okay.
Oh,
They,
love
they
this.
blend together. They blend
Okay,
together.
all right,
So,
okay.
yeah.
So this is just the opening, and we'll all just kind of see as Chris gets indoctrinated into the McDonald's family. He's the McDonald's janitor. Obviously, this
TVT
isn't not
0177.
exclusive.
Sure.
I love the drums here.
Snare, kind of a...
A little nervous.
How much did you pay for that jumpsuit, though?
Oh, it's beautiful.
To have that.
Whoopie ding, look at that jumpsuit.
American flag behind him there.
Oh, the mise en scene.
Yeah.
And this is fall in Illinois. Just barren trees, gray, a lot of gray.
All right, listen to the dialogue.
Hi, Chris.
Oh, hi, Jennifer.
Welcome to your first day on the job.
Thank you.
Here for a cup of coffee?
Oh, great.
Scott, I'd like you to meet Chris. He's our new custodian.
Hi, Chris. Scott. So you're our new McSee. McSee?
I like to be deliberately
Bob
obtuse.
Logan,
Don't
this
mind
is
me.
Chris Ferguson. He's our new McSee. Bob's the owner-operator.
Oh, hello.
Hi, Chris. Jennifer's told us good things about you. Welcome aboard.
Thank you, Mr. Logan.
Bob, call me Bob.
Okay.
Listen, you got some real big shoes to fill here, Chris.
Oh,
Yeah, but you'll do fine.
well, thank you.
Isn't it kind of like a Robert Altman movie? It's just kind of all these little different faces kind of coming in and out.
Before we get started, Chris, do you have any questions?
So he did a ride wearing the jumpsuit.
Yes.
Weird.
Yeah. Wouldn't they change in the break room?
Too many people smoking.
That's
Yeah.
McDonald's language. You see,
McDonald's language.
People are, well, let me put it this way. Do you know who Ray Kroc was?
The founder of McDonald's?
Right. Well, Ray always used to say, McDonald's people have ketchup in their veins.
He was insane.
That says it. We call the custodian the McSee because, well, there's clean, and then there's McDonald's clean. It's a
Sexual
clean-
tension.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You can see it. You can even sense it.
You can taste it.
It's just McDonald's clean.
Get off my back, Chris.
Hey, look, I said it's McDonald's clean. What more do you want from me?
Well,
I love his expressions,
you
too.
have
He's
to
always
understand
just
something about
dumbfounded.
McDonald's people.
McDonald's
We're different.
people.
We're special. Maybe that's why we're #1. We take the hamburger business more seriously
You think
than
she's
all
attractive?
the rest of them up and down the
Yeah,
street.
I think that's part of the training is you have to get used to the idea
McDonald's
that there's
serves
going to be a lot of
breakfast,
sexual
lunch,
tension.
and
Also,
dinner.
she's probably 23.
Millions of people.
That's
Oh,
maybe
no,
my
yeah,
guess.
right.
Like that's like
Think about that.
1987 age.
Yeah.
Like that's
And why?
Oh, right.
that's young.
I think
you know?
Chris has sort of a
Number one,
doughy
we
handsomeness
serve a
to him.
quality
Oh, for
food.
sure.
I think they'd be
Number
great
two,
together.
We serve it fast
They
and
end up
friendly.
together.
We
And
should write some
number
fan
three,
fiction.
everything in the place
really
is
filthy
spotlessly clean. Quality.
How long are we
service,
going
and
with this
cleanliness.
one?
Ray Kroc called it QSC. It's the basis of our entire
I just
So
wanna
vision.
he can't speak,
We're number
right?
one
No, he's not allowed
Okay,
to,
great.
yeah.
Yeah. That's part of being a McC.
You're the new
His
McC.
expressions.
It's your job to make
here we
sure
go.
that this McDonald's restaurant is the cleanest place in town.
Wow.
All right. Just a
Wow.
quick quiz on that one. How many guys with sort of the bald male pattern horseshoe are in that opening scene?
Oh, yikes.
I remember one for sure.
I'm counting at least 2, right?
You got it.
Yep,
Two.
right. Ooh.
There's the initial customer in flannel. You see his back, and then there's Bob, of course. So
Okay.
Mr. Logan.
I think the thing I find most interesting is that she referred to it as a McDonald's restaurant.
Yeah, a restaurant. They think of it as a restaurant.
Who's ever called McDonald's
that way.
I haven't either.
All right, we are going to. Okay, we got. This is the last one. This is the last one we're going
this
to show
is-
here.
This is good.
All right, but I got to do some fast forwarding because it's a little bit after. So this is on my mixtape that I made years ago. Where this is you can put this up on the you put this on the screen. This is Letterman's audition for the movie Airplane.
Oh,
I also
those
included.
Zucker brothers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Also
Yeah.
Madison.
Also included Mark
Mark
Borchart's
Borchardt.
appearance
Sure.
on.
Milwaukee connection here.
Yeah. We'll just watch this and fast forward. I watched the segment
Did you
today.
have compilation tapes like Simpsons episodes, things like that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
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 I wanted to ask you. Wait. Well, go ahead. Finish your thought. If you
Oh
had
no,
anything
just
on that. You
yeah.
did. You
I'll
did
say
have
yeah.
that?
I want to say yeah a couple more times.
I want to ask you about menial jobs that you had in the Madison area.
Yeah.
Yeah. What menial jobs did you have?
I worked at Westgate Movie Theater, Westgate Cinemas.
Okay.
It was
Nice.
an art cinema that was located inside of a mall, and it was conveniently located between an arcade and a karate studio. So there was just the sound of children in all directions, no matter where you were.
Wow.
I have been to that.
Oh yeah, I
Westgate Cinema
saw Back to the Future in that theater
And
when
I saw
was
the
just a
movie
young boy.
Ladybugs there.
before. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And Batman. I saw Batman there too.
But they played art house movies too.
In like 2000, no, in the
Okay.
late 90s, they turned into like when independent cinema was very big.
Oh
They
yeah.
like
yeah.
turned into that. Like but they were like owned by a giant corporation.
But
and
Pulp
then-
Fiction may have played.
Exactly.
Okay, got
Yeah.
it.
Okay, we got our.
I think you know where we're going with this one, Gabe.
Wait, we
I
decided
do, and I can't wait.
we decided to end it with this one here.
yeah,
One kid's opinion. We've been wanting to show this one on the show for so long. It's perfect that you're here because you're familiar with it too. In fact, you have some insight into it. So Nick and I feel like we really bonded, or we really became friends over One Kid's Opinion because it was on WYOU. It was on constantly.
Same channel that Paul Schlosser was on.
Yeah, and we would turn it on all the time. We'd watch it. We had this running commentary. They played it so much one
played it
summer.
all the time.
Yeah, and we got obsessed with it.
And it was a kid's review of his trip to Disneyland.
Yes, it was his review. Let's watch it, and then we'll
It's
get
so
your
great.
take on it. Okay, here's One Kid's Opinion. I don't know what this is.
Also,
This
in
is our
Tomorrowland,
original recording too.
Yeah, I came in late
there's a
on the recording.
ride I give, again, 2 Mickeys. That's Starjets. It's basically like Dumbo, only goes much, much faster. However, unless the lines are pretty short, I wouldn't go on it. It's a 45-minute wait for not even a 3-minute ride.
Caddy.
Now, in the Magic Kingdom, every section has a favorite ride. For me, the favorite ride of Frontierland, out of the whole Magic Kingdom, was Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. For Tomorrowland, it was Dream Flight. And for Liberty Square, it was the only ride I saw, which I give 5 Mickeys. The Haunted Mansion.
Oh, that is-
Wonderful for all ages.
We assume that's his brother or somebody in
Highlights
the
include
stocks
a
with
growing
him.
room
Actually, that doesn't even look like Mark in the back,
Well,
does it?
I think it
let's
does
just
on the
say,
right.
if you
yeah,
want to
okay.
find out,
It's
you'll
a
have to
stock
ride on the
photo.
ride.
Oh.
You're a good
Comedy
kid.
writer.
Yes.
There are more people around you than you know about. Well, that's basically it for the Magic Kingdom, except for Main Street.
Again, our
Lots
show
of
is
good
not that
shops
different.
and,
No,
It really
after
isn't.
all, I got this magic trick here.
Oh, this is
The
great.
refilling vase. Empty? I don't think so.
Oh. Pleased with himself there.
And again, and again, and again.
You heard the
On
swallow.
the next day, we went to MGM Studios theme park.
I think they
There they
feels like
offer
they
you
found the
great
one kid who was
tours,
not
which
impressed
put
with
you
Disney
back
World.
in
Yeah.
the scenes, behind the scenes, including the places where they filmed the movie and some of the props they used. Like the actual slippers that Dorothy wore in The Wizard of Oz. And also,
How many Mickeys?
Get
to the Mickeys!
I need to know if I'm gonna go.
Stunt show.
Quit being such a tease.
Indiana Jones, epic stunt
I give these shoes 2
spectacular.
Mickeys.
This I give 4 Mickeys.
We quote this upcoming part
because
once a week.
they let you have audience participation, and they do stunts before your very eyes, including
Your very eyes.
a helicopter blowing up, spikes going right under Indy's chin,
Calls him
and
Andy.
a boulder chasing after Indy. And they have the real stunt doubles of Indy and Marion from Raiders of the Lost Ark. The only problem with the audience participation, they don't pick kids. At least not as any of my friends or I know of. Because, I have no idea why. The stunts that they do with the audience aren't particularly dangerous. All they do is stand around. There are also some rides at MGM.
I don't know how we
Studios.
All
quote
they do
that.
is
It's like,
stand around.
like if we go to a
Give
place and
5
it's closed,
Mickeys.
I'm
The
like,
first
nah,
one-
they're not letting anybody in. They don't pick
Honey, I
kids.
Shrunk the Kids.
And I don't know why. None of the
It's
stuff is
like a
particularly
book.
At least not as far
It's
as
a
me and my
wonderful
friends can
technique
tell.
for taking photographs.
I like to picture the harried director too, and
second
take
was my
take
favorite
Mickeys
ride
Oh
in
God, I
all
hope
of
he doesn't
Disney
change the amount of
World.
Mickeys.
and ready
Which
stock
is
photo and take stock
Star
photo.
Tours. People,
Somebody had to draw those
If you have
Mickeys
motion
also.
sickness-
I like
Oh,
that.
Back
Computer.
then, it took a long time.
Yeah.
MS Paint or
Well-
Using
something.
like an Amiga.
Yeah.
I hope you have medication because I wouldn't want anyone to miss Star Tours. 5 Mickeys definitely, because that's all I'm allowed to give. If
Why
I could
isn't
give
he-
any
he
higher,
created the
I
rating
definitely
system.
would.
He could break the
It's-
rule just this one
You're in
time.
a spaceship, and you have a mission
6
with
out
a
of 5
robot
Mickeys.
who's never flown
Animator
before.
drawing the Mickeys.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna rewind.
that's
I'm
true,
gonna
true.
rewind.
It's
This is
too
another.
taxing.
This is another one that we quote frequently.
Would. You're in a spaceship, and you have a mission with a robot who's never flown before.
And we're like, oh, what's that movie about? I don't know. It's about this robot who's never flown before.
Never flown
And then
before.
making a U-turn going straight
Well, they're
up
gonna
and
let us
blasting
in late?
into
No, they don't pick
hyperspace.
kids. I mean, that's kind of how
The
it
thing
conversation.
I recommend you do on your first day in Disney World is go to Epcot, which I've gathered unofficially stands for Every Person Comes Out Tired, or at least so it seems.
Pretty good.
Now,
Pretty
the
good.
His leg.
That's
I
really
love
nice.
this.
official
Yes.
logo
He's
is
laying
Cinderella's castle.
into
Yeah.
Epcot.
But
Rex Reed
apparently
over here.
Disney World's logo is the Geosphere, Spaceship Earth. I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. Oh,
I'd
yes.
give it more. I love it.
I love it.
If I could.
But
I give it
my hands are tied.
definitely 5 Mickeys. The robots there are so
He
lifelike.
hands out Mickey's a little
And
too
once
easily,
you get to
doesn't
the
he?
Yeah, actually.
yeah, he's just a little
They're
slut
out
with the
into
Mickey.
space, and you drop down.
He's a little Mickey
But
slut.
my favorite part of Epcot was in the Wonders of Life Pavilion,
Make him work for it.
which is located right outside the Jumping Waters.
He's a classic.
take jumping waters and...
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
Then
pissed.
in
Such a
the
diva
one that's
Right
directing.
outside the
really
jumping
there are two
waters.
rides
We said,
I went on.
I said when I say jumping waters, go to the jumping waters.
Dale, how many times? Oh,
Which
God.
Look at
is
5 Mickeys.
like
He just throws them
kind of
out.
like Star Tours, only not as much as Star Tours is. It's
Maybe make
inside
the
the
5
human
the
body.
3.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
like there's
Motion-
inflation,
if you
you know,
have
he's got to
motion
adjust.
sickness,
He also
can
just
go
said it
on
wasn't
this
as
if
good
you
as Star
want, but
Tours.
But Star Tours got 5.
I
Yeah,
would save
so
it
give him
for
4.
Well,
Star
his cancer.
Tours.
Have you not heard about his complaints with Mickey's sister?
Yeah.
I mean,
Also, he's 11.
My favorite
oh, that's
Yeah,
true.
that's
Oh, that's right.
was also
And we're
the one
older.
that
Oh, he's a
was for the
child.
Yeah, he's a child.
That's what I
We're-
hadn't figured out.
We're
I
adults.
give it
Yeah.
Mickey's.
He was roughly our age
It's
when
not
this came out. I
actually
think he
a
might have been a
ride, but
couple
a
years
show
younger.
That tells you
Yeah.
how to cope
We were
with
in high
stress.
school. He was probably in middle
And it
school.
Yeah, I think we had like 3 or
zillions
4
and
years.
Yeah,
zillions
yeah.
of
Yeah.
jokes and wisecracks.
Zillions and zillions
And
of
a
jokes
short
and
preview show before the actual presentation.
Both jokes and wisecracks.
Now, Epcot is famous for its international part, with many different countries represented. I've found it's not all that it's hyped up to be, except for
He has
2 of
opinions,
them.
though. I'll give him that. I just
sure.
went and I'm like, it's great.
Maelstrom
Epcot
in
loved it.
Norway,
He's right about
and
Epcot, by the way.
It's
Rio
true.
de
Oh, yeah.
Temple
Every
in
person
Mexico,
comes out tired.
Yeah.
both of
Unofficially.
which I give
Unofficially
4
speaking.
Mickeys.
Self-appointed.
The Rio del Tiempo
There we go.
is
These ones, the color's
translated
a little
into
off.
the River of Time.
4 green Mickeys.
Wonderful.
Now the whole show's a half
scenes
hour,
as you
but we
float in
only
a
have a
boat
few
down the
minutes of it,
river.
right?
Yeah, there was only 7 minutes
And in the
worth.
Milestones,
7, huh?
another
Yeah.
boat ride.
7 long.
Okay.
Going
Should I fast forward to the end?
over
Yeah, yeah.
All
Let's
right.
get to the end.
I definitely watched this whole thing on TV.
So
in
that's what I was
Wisconsin
going to ask.
also,
So
yes.
you saw this as well on
Yes.
WIOU.
I was a little boy, roughly his age, and
Mm-hmm.
this would air, and I had never been, so this was a great.
Oh, okay.
this
So
was a
you were
great-
informational.
Oh, so you didn't watch it like to
Ironically.
laugh,
No,
like,
I
for
also
the
thought it
laugh.
was very weird.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Here's
There's the ending.
But I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But I was,
Yeah. Well, you didn't have
it
any
also
other choice
aired
on
for
WIU.
years
Yes.
too. So like,
Oh, yeah.
it like he was 11. I was definitely watching this when I was in high school.
Yeah.
and it had been clearly taped, 5
Right.
years earlier.
That's what we've heard is that he was in college and this was still
Oh
airing.
yeah, yeah. He said this was airing all the time.
Because we met him and-
But
Yes.
let's finish off the video and then we'll talk.
We'll
Huntsman
talk-
in a
we'll
second.
talk more about
The Adventureland Veranda in the Magic Kingdom. Well, if you're going to Disney World, enjoy your stay. If you're not, well, I also enjoyed talking to you. Goodbye.
Disappeared.
I want to end
He's
every one
gone.
of our shows that way.
The
Goodbye.
magic
And then just disappeared.
for no
Yeah,
for no
that's
real
it.
reason.
No. It wasn't like set up like
It's the Disney magic.
Yeah.
You know,
one kid's opinion. One kid's opinion.
Imagineering.
So Mark Huntsman, you've got a connection with Mark Huntsman, right? We found this out.
Yeah, I found out. I was talking to you guys. I worked at when I was saying I worked at the movie theater.
Yeah.
Mark Huntsman worked there as well. And when I got the job, he had been working there for a couple years, and I like worked with him in high school. And then
But did you recognize him when you started working
no,
with
I
him?
didn't know for a while until I think later on someone told me that he was the kid from One Kid's Opinion.
At Westgate, somebody told
Yes,
you?
and I was just dumbfounded.
Yeah.
But I liked him immediately. I remember when I met him before I was working there, he made like his own mixed drink out of like the soda fountain, and he made like some crazy combination. And I remember he told me he called it a Hezbollah because it was so extreme.
Oh, he
That
still
seems
got it.
like
Yeah.
He still got it.
I give that 5 Mickeys.
Yeah. He's got opinions about things. He's good at a turn of words.
Well, here's what we found out is that he was sick when that was shot. And it was, I think 28 minutes was the final running time, straight. No edits, no commercial breaks, straight. Which is actually pretty impressive.
Yeah, it is for being that age.
He's talking the entire 28 minutes.
And his mother...
That is really impressive.
His mother's friend worked for the cable access channel and said they needed content for this station in Iowa, I think it was. And said,
Oh, it was nenepotism.
we just need content.
Well, you know in this business.
And so she's like, Mark, will you do this? And so he just slapped this thing together. And
That's
then
awesome.
It aired on the Iowa station. Then when they moved to Madison, it got submitted there and kept airing well into his like late 20s, I think. And we've met Mark, and by the way, he says it's fine to make fun of us. He makes fun of it too, so we don't feel less
That's
guilty.
the thing. Sometimes we play it at shows, and people are like, "You're making fun of a child right now." Like,
but it's weird too, because we were children when we were initially making fun of it, so we feel like we have some license.
You're like, he grew up too, so it's fine.
Exactly. Everybody's fine. Yeah. But that is so weird. And so, did you have any other interactions with Mark? He was a fun coworker.
He was a fun coworker. He would sometimes give speeches before movies because they would play art house movies, or they would like traveling like classic movies. And I remember, I think he would give a couple of guys there would like give speeches and like would give out facts before. It was not completely unlike that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It was a good introduction to like.
He's like a genius too. Like he's really, really smart.
Clearly
like,
super smart.
I think he has his PhD in like French cooking or something
really?
like that. Or
Yeah.
something like
he got
that.
a culinary degree in New Orleans and all this crazy stuff.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
He's clearly brilliant dude.
Gabe, thank you for being on
Thanks
the show.
for coming on.
Hey, whoopie ding! It's been a pleasure.
Whoopie ding to you.
We had some great imprecations today.
And we wanted to.
I wish we could all disappear like at the end. Of this. I don't think. Steve, can we do that? Or?
No.
Okay.
Well, let's just say goodbye and then kind of like leave.
Yeah.
But we do want to leave you with
some art, Paul Schlosser.
Oh, please.
Yeah. We didn't get the kazoo in at all. This is this is heavy on kazoo here.
That's an important part.
It's an extension of himself as kazoo, I think.
Oh
So.
yeah, he carries it around with him like Hendrix guitar.
Exactly. Yeah.
Just never without it.
He lights it on fire. And
just melts.
Thanks for watching VCR Party.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Disappeared.
Oh wait, wrong tape.
All right. Well,
All
we're
right,
still here.
let's just keep talking to everybody.
I think we have Shirley from Manitowoc on the line. Shirley, are you there? No? Okay. We could have played 2 games of value bucks in the times it's taken to play the outgoing.
All right. Goodbye.
All right. Goodbye. Disappear. Working on this one. I don't know if they're going to have any vocals on it or not. I'm still